Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be the Dust Collectors Get Ready With Me for the month of September. This is very late and I apologize. I typically post these on the 23rd of every month, but it snuck up on me, man. It snuck up on me really good. So it is now Sunday the 26th and I've already posted a video for today, so hopefully this will go up. I don't know when I'm gonna get this up, but I'm filming it today. I do this video every single month with my friends Verity, Amy, and Kim. I will have their channels linked down below, so if you wanna see more Get Ready With Me's, their videos will already be up. So the whole point of the Dust Collectors Get Ready With Me is to do a Get Ready With Me using some products that I haven't touched in a while due to project panning and the fact that I have way too much makeup. So I love this video. This is a great concept. Verity was the one who came up with this idea and I still love it because it's my one day a month to cheat on project panning and get some use out of some products that either I might want to work on next when I finish the ones I'm currently working on, or I just want to enjoy for one day before it's time to sadly put them back. So I already have on a primer and some corrective concealers. I already have my eyes primed and set. I have not put on a foundation yet. The foundation I decided to dust off today is this Tarte Hybrid Gel Foundation in light medium sand. I first heard about this because of Tati. She raved about this product, and shortly after I heard her raving about it, it went on sale for half off at Ulta, and I bought two of these, one in this shade and one in a deeper shade. And I don't know if I've ever used this even once, so I am really excited to play with this product just because it looks like a consistency and formula that I could really get behind and enjoy, but also because currently my foundation routine is a little bit extra. I have to mix two foundations together to get a color that I like, and I mix in an illuminator. And the finished result is something I really like, but it's just kind of a hassle to mix three products together to get a foundation. I have no idea how much product I should use because, like I said, I don't know if I've ever used this, and if I have, it's been a million years. But I do tend to like a pretty light coverage, so we're gonna start with that. This looks really yellow right now.
Just like my yellow.
Like your crayon?
Yeah.
Hopefully when I blend it all in, it'll
Turn skinny.
look like my skin.
Okay.
We'll see, huh? It smells really nice.
It smells very nice. I want to smell it.
Smell my face.
Okay.
Don't.
It smells like peanut butter.
Peanut butter?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh boy, there's one. Yeah, kind of pigmented.
Okay.
This is kind of serious. I might have overdone it a bit. Oh man. Oh dear. This is not going the way I wanted it to. I used way too much product.
That was a mistake. I made a mistake with 8 and 7.
I made a mistake too, Hayes.
Why?
Look at me.
You still look the same.
I look this.
thing.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Well, maybe it's. Does it look like I'm wearing a spooky mask?
No.
I've never had so much makeup on in my life. Bring it down here a little. Oh.
This is the worst day.
Okay. I am on the struggle bus with this foundation. This is not starting out very well. I am not able to get this to stop streaking all over my nose. My nose is just a streaky mess.
I don't think you'll know this streaky.
You don't think so?
No.
If I just kind of like,
What happened?
maybe a beauty blender would be better.
Beauty
I don't know.
blender?
A beauty blender.
Okay. Why don't you add it on top?
Okay. Okay, I think I got this foundation to a place where I'm comfortable with it. I have never gone so fast from being really excited about a product to not liking a product at all. That was a really fast turnaround. I think I applied way too much makeup, and I need to go in with much less next time, so I'm gonna make a note of that. I also think this color is a little bit yellow on me, and I look a bit unwell for some reason. I feel like I look very unwell with this kind of a yellowy tone going on. So we are gonna keep moving forward and see how it goes. The next few products I'm gonna put on are not part of this video. They're just products that are already in Project Pan. So I'm going to breeze through them kind of quickly because otherwise this will be an hour-long video. But I'm gonna go in with my concealer combo, my cream blush, my cream bronzer, my cream highlight, my usual under eye setting powder, and yeah, that's it. And then I will be back for the next product. Why do I always feel like there's a hair on my face every single time I get done putting on foundation? I'm also gonna scoot you in a little bit closer.
Open eye, feel the waves cut through me, hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me. So alive, make it last forever. Stop in time, yeah, I'm surrendering. Hold tight, chemicals collide. Hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Dripping lights paint the skies, all because of you. Dripping lights paint the skies, only you can make me move. You can make me move. Can make me move. Can make me move.
Okay, for bronzer, I decided to go with the bronzer that Elizabeth just sent over and gifted me with. This is the Emite Makeup, Emite Artist Color Powder Blush in 108. I think this will make a lovely bronzer. My only concern is that it might be a little too dark, so I'm gonna start out carefully. I'm gonna try to be careful and get a better idea of how pigmented this is before I just go ham on my forehead. I'm using my e.l.f. complexion brush. I use this for bronzer every single day. Picked up quite a bit. I'll start right here. Oh. All right, it means business. Be careful.
Mom,
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna finish this ladle, so I want to know love Mom after when I'm done with this. Okay.
Okay. Are you still waiting on directions for that page?
Yeah.
Okay, luckily that blended out pretty well because it was not for the faint of heart. There's quite a bit of kick up, which I will save for a later date. But yeah, this is my kind of bronzer. Elizabeth, you know me too well. I really like this. This is the perfect Paula bronzer. I know it says it's a blush, but my favorite bronzers are all very browny, reddish toned blushes. So I love it. Thank you so much. Okay, next we're gonna do my brows. Ever since I finished the brown eyeshadow in my Pure Go Nude palette, I have been using the brown in my Pan That palette, which is my Viseart Petite Pro. This shade right here is a little bit too warm toned for my preferences, but I am trying to make it work. I don't love it. This isn't my ideal shade. So I am doing this for the sake of project panning. I'm just gonna say it. This is not my ideal shade. I probably have many, many, many other browns that I would prefer to use over this, and I might at some point call it a day and stop using this as a brow powder. I will give you an idea right now by doing just one brow so you could see how warm it is compared to basically my preferred brow powder is this kind of an ashy brown color and just filled in more so that those sparse areas in the front don't look so sparse. But I have to make sure I do my entire eyebrow, otherwise it will look really strange. So let me show you. So sometimes if I have a brow powder that matches my brow color really well, I could just do this front area and stop right there. You know, just fill it in a little and be like, okay, there, done. But because this is so red, I have to go through my entire brow to blend it all in, because otherwise I got this red brown in the front and this ashy brown in the back.
Okay then.
What are you doing?
I'm just looking what you mean.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. What are you doing?
We're talking about tones of brown.
You mean the brown one?
Yeah, I'm using the brown. So I think you can see that now this is a very warm brown brow, much warmer than I would prefer it to be, but again, I have a brown that I'm supposed to be panning and I can multitask it, so for now we're gonna make it work. At some point I might throw in the towel and say, give me a nice ashy brown, but the things that I've learned are that I have to make sure I do my entire brow and not just the front, and that
Back to?
less is more. Okay, that's them. They are on. Next, I go in with my NYX, the brow glue, and just do a coat of that on top of the powder to lock them in. I'm still getting used to this product. It is a little different than anything else I'm used to, but it works. Sometimes it can make the front look a little bit messy and patchy though, so I have to be careful to not turn this front part into a patchy, muddy mess. It has a lot of hold. It's pretty sticky stuff.
I'm doing.
Okay, let's move on to eyes, and then we'll do blush and highlight at the end. For my eyes, I was really expecting to have my fall Shop My Stash up before this video was filmed, but unfortunately, due to timing and my crazy hectic life, I have not done my fall Shop My Stash. But I did get a request to do a get ready with me with this particular palette, so I figured this would be the perfect time to do it. And the palette I'm talking about is the Venus XL. I cannot remember at this point who it was that requested this, but if you are the person, this is for you. This is the Venus XL palette right here. I have never done a complete look with just this palette. I have used this corally shadow in an eye look, but I don't feel like I've ever just played around with this entire palette. I'm thinking I'm going to be drawn to like plummier, like a plummy look for today's look, but you okay?
Yeah.
But yes, this is a palette I'm going to be using. I feel like it's really hard to capture the true look of these eyeshadows because of this gold packaging, so I'm sorry, but we are going to try to make it work. So I am just going to be playing around and we'll see what we do. As far as highlight shades, I'm not seeing the kind of brow bone highlight that I would normally like to go for. I do see a matte kind of peachy, a matte kind of pinky white shade, but no. And then the lightest shimmery shade is this one that is clearly pink. So I'm gonna use my, good job.
And I just use it pink.
Good job, put your name at the top. I'm just gonna use this Milani eyeshadow in Bella Rose that I'm currently panning as a brow bone highlight before we get started, because I do like to put my brow bone highlight on first. I feel like if I layer shadows on top of it, it looks more natural versus if I do all the colors first and then go in with the brow bone highlight.
Okay, what do I do?
It can kind of stand out. You need to cut out the pictures at the bottom.
Okay. Where are some scissors?
Aren't there some in that box, or weren't there? Weren't you using some to cut hair with?
Yeah, I was, but I couldn't cut them with the hair. So.
I'm gonna go in with this shade first called Goddess. So, how are you guys doing? I don't know where this last month has gone. I am freaking out. It is almost October. A lot of people have asked how my school year has gone so far. It's going. I don't know what to say. We're doing a lot of triage in the schools these days. A lot of the kids that I'm working with haven't been to school in 18 months, and so we're having to go over a lot of things that kids should already know at this point, but they need to kind of relearn it. I'm gonna blend that out with Scallop, the lighter pinky matte shade. So we're just trying to help the kids get adjusted to being back in the school building and, you know, following rules and routines. A lot of them haven't done a whole lot of fine motor skills in the past year and a half. Most of the work they've been doing has been on a computer. So they haven't been doing a lot of cutting. They haven't been doing a lot of printing or coloring. Yes, you're cutting. They haven't been doing a lot of printing or coloring or anything like that that kids are normally doing in school every day. So a lot of their fine motor skills are needing a little brush up. So I'm trying to work with the teachers to help get the kids caught up.
Glow.
All right, I'm gonna take those same two shades and pop them on my lower lash line before I go in with anything on my lid. I do like the way these two colors look very much. Hazel and Ron ran a little 500-yard dash race this morning, so that was really cool to see. I think they both had fun. And I think we will be looking into other races to do in the coming weekends, because I think I'm gonna try and start signing them up for like 5Ks. maybe I will do some with them. I used to enjoy doing 5Ks very much. Feels like a million years ago, but you know, you're never too old. I'm gonna take that down a little bit, lower than I sometimes do.
So where are we getting one that's out of glue?
You just gotta hold it upside down for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, I'm kind of excited about this look. I think next I'm going to go in with one of these plummy shades, either Aphrodite or Triumph or Supreme. And then for the lid, I'll probably just go in with this one over here called Inspire. That's what I'm thinking. Although I do like a matte with a glitter in it. That's Celestial. It's a matte with a glitter that annoys a lot of people. It has historically annoyed me, but I don't mind it as much as I used to. I'm gonna take Supreme, this one right there, and pop that on the outer corner of my eyelid. Are you doing beginning sounds?
Nope.
Oh, and I got into a car accident last Sunday. I was,
A car crashed in mommy's bubble thing.
on the side of my car. Yeah, I was taking the kids to their swim lessons last Sunday, and a 17-year-old who was driving by himself for the first time in his entire life hit me. We were going very, very slow. It was a very low impact accident that really just did a lot of damage to my car. But the kids and I are fine. We're fine, and my car still runs. I'm still driving it, but that was like my first car accident in a long time.
It needs a new painting.
No, it doesn't look that good at all, does it?
No.
My car is not pretty anymore. And if you guys remember, it's a pretty new car. I bought it used. This is 2018 Forester from Subaru, but I just got it a few months ago when the car that I had been driving for 14 years died on me. So it feels a little too soon to have to get it repaired, but that's what happened. Okay. Does it look like I got punched in the eye? I feel like it does. I'm gonna go in with Inspire next and place that on
Looks like you
my
got
eyelid.
punched in the eye.
Oh no.
But you look fine to me.
But I look fine to you? Okay, good. I do like these colors. They're super fun. Okay, and since again that palette doesn't have a really strong highlight shade, I'm gonna go ahead and use ColourPop's Koosh as my inner corner highlight. This is my all-time favorite ever inner corner highlight. I just love it so very much. Enough said. I like this shadow to overlap. If I got the inner corner of my eyes a little too intense, I will overlap this on top of whatever my eye look is and just kind of brighten it a little bit more. I just love this shade so much for that purpose. It makes a great inner corner highlight, and then if I just drag it onto like the inner quarter of my eyelid, it just brightens everything up if I went tam, which I obviously have a tendency to do pretty often these days. Okay, I still need to add eyeliner and mascara, but the eyes are done. But let's do blush and highlighter next. For blush, should I do blush or highlighter first? This is a tough one. Let's do highlighter first. For highlighter, I picked this Laura Geller highlighter in Diamond Dust. This is one of those highlighters that looks very white, but actually has just a ton of pink in it. It shows more pink than white. It's very, very deceiving. So it looks very white there, but here, I'll swatch it on my finger. It's got a lot of pink in it. So I figured since I'm going with this crazy eye look, I would use a crazy highlighter. So I don't know if I've ever used this before. It looks brand new. I think I used the Laura Geller highlighter last month too in my Get Ready With Me. I have, I think, 5 of these in different shades, so I do like them. All right, stop, Paula. For blush, we are going bold again. I picked out I decided to go with some really bold products for today's look, and blush is also going to be bold. I'm going with this one. This is my Too Faced Love Flush sample in Your Love Is King. This is a very dark, plummy shade. I don't think I've ever used it, and I have 2 of these. I have the palette of these, and this is in there, and then I have this one. So wish me luck.
Mom, is it boat or is it the flag?
It's a boat.
No, big, why am I supposed to color?
What letter does boat begin with?
B.
I could 100% imagine this little blush lasting me the rest of my life. I barely touched it, and I did both cheeks, my forehead, and my nose, and like all around. I basically covered my whole face with basically just 1 tap into this product. It is wearable. I feel like I can pull it off, but it is a strong blush. Okay, I am going to put on eyeliner, mascara, and powder my face with my Project Pan powder, and I will be back in just a minute to discuss lip products with you. Be right back. All right, you guys, I am back. This is the finished look. Liner and mascara saved the day. As always, I'm so much happier with this look now that I have the mascara on. I always get a little nervous thinking I probably went overboard, and then when I put mascara on, I think, nope, just right, it's fine. You can do it. I love the way this look is turning out so far. Since I have not done a fall Shop My Stash yet, I'm just gonna pull a lipstick from my summer Shop My Stash that I did not get to. I think it's going to go with this look perfectly, and it is this right here. It's pink. It is my Lime Crime Plushies in Dragon Fruit, and it is, I think it will be a good match. I was really hoping this would be kind of a like glossy, balmy lip stain. It's not that kind of a lip stain. It is a liquid lipstick, dry down lip stain. It's not what I thought it would be, but I still think this color is super fun, so. And I don't feel like I've really worn it that much. Maybe once. I should really put a lip liner on. Oh well.
You should really?
Yeah.
Okay then. The bells of sesame, the simple bells of sesame. Yeah, but oh, you learn yourself. Oh, yeah. The simple bells of sesame, the simple bells of sesame. Forget about your worries and your stripes. Oh, yeah. The simple bells of sesame, the simple bells of sesame. Look at that yellow in your shirt. Oh, yeah.
All right, you guys, we did it. We made it to the end. This is the finished look for my Get Ready With Me using the Venus Lime Crime XL palette and many other products. Let's do a quick run through of the products I chose for today's video and what I thought of them. First of all, let's talk about this palette. The more I look at this palette, the more I see that it's not as complete as it should be for an 18. Is this an 18 pan palette? Yeah, this is an 18 pan palette. There's no way an 18 pan palette shouldn't have a bright highlight shade like this that I need to do my brow bone. But I will forgive it for that because Lord knows I have enough highlighters to last me a lifetime. But other than that, I was able to get a complete look. I really like these kind of plummy shades. They are super fun. This Inspire shade is a really nice metallic. I thought they all blended together really nicely. I thought this Goddess shade was beautiful. I could just throw that on my lid and be done and have a one shadow look, and that would be great. So I do like this palette very much. Thank you to whoever requested I use this palette. I had a lot of fun with it. I could also see doing a more just brownie kind of look, or brownie plummy look with these two shades. I could go more pink or more coral. So I do see some variety in here, but basically this is a pink palette, a pink and plum palette. So you're not gonna get too much out of it, but I like this look very much. It's pretty dramatic for a Sunday afternoon, but I like it. This foundation was the biggest shocker out of everything I tried today. I used way too much. First of all, I needed about half as much as I put on my face. I think I would have been happier with the coverage. Unfortunately, even though this is a good match for me as far as the depth, it's a little bit yellow in its tone, and I just feel like I look a little bit unwell. Even with bronzer and blush added on top, I could still see that yellow pulling through. So unfortunately, this is not a really good color match for me, even though it's too bad. All I could see is the yellow. And I'll be curious to know if I notice it out in sunlight, because a lot of times what I see in front of these lights right here is not what I see in real life. Sometimes it's better in real life and sometimes it's worse in real life. But I'll be curious to see what I notice about this makeup when I go out and I'm like driving in the car and looking at the rear view mirror, because it will look very different. But what I'm seeing right now is very yellow looking foundation. So that didn't really work out for me, even though I thought it would be a good tone. Even here I can see it's really quite yellow. Next, I used my bronzer blush that Elizabeth gave to me. This is beautiful. This is my kind of blush slash bronzer. I would use this as a bronzer even though it's called a blush. I love this. I don't know if I'll be able to get away with this in the dead of winter. It will probably be a little bit too pigmented, but for summer, I love it.
Only for summer?
Only for summer. Despite the fact that this looks like nobody my skin tone should be wearing a blush this shade, I feel like I was able to make it work. I had to go in with an extremely light hand and blend, blend, blend. But in the end, I feel like this is an acceptable blush if I am very, very careful. But as long as I'm being that careful, this will last me the rest of my life for sure. And I have another one of these, so that's too bad. This highlighter was lovely. I do love the Laura Geller Baked Gelato Swirl formula. These are really nice highlighters. That's why I have 5 of them. I would probably collect more if I was still collecting. This is a white, but it has a strong pink shift. So if you don't like it, Diamond Dust would not be the one for you. I would go with another shade. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but there's other shades in this formula that are much more like champagne-y traditional highlighters than this one. But I do like the way it works with this pink makeup. And finally, we have this bright pink lipstick that I pulled out from my summer shop, my stash. This is the Lime Crime Plushies lipstick in Dragon Fruit, and I think it was the perfect lipstick for this eye look.
Is that all I have in there?
Yeah.
That's all?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
Whoa, this is cool.
It's shaped like a heart.
Yeah, and I like how it's glittery.
Yeah. All right, let me finish filming.
Okay.
This is not an everyday lipstick for me, and it's not the most comfortable. It feels pretty dry right now, and I don't like that feeling, unfortunately, but this color is amazing, and I think it was perfect. It actually is such a bright shade that it makes my eyes look kind of subdued, which is saying something because my eyes are certainly not subdued, but I do like this combination very much, and if you're not afraid of pink, I think this is a super fun color. This is just one coat. It's very pigmented. It applied very evenly. I probably should have used a lip liner, but I didn't. That is it for this Dust Collectors Get Ready With Me. Don't forget to check out Verity, Amy, and Kim to see what their dust collectors for the month looked like. Sorry again that I'm posting this late. There's just not enough hours in the day and time is flying by so fast. I'm sorry I didn't have anything really interesting to talk about today, but I have Hazel here and she's doing homework next to me and she's been busy, so I wasn't able to talk to you guys as much as I would have liked to, but thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.